What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Pitching Ninjas Top 5 Filthiest Pitches of the Day. We'll kick it off with the honorable mentions. First, I have Framber Valdez for his curveballs. These things were filthy. He had 7 Ks in 8 innings, giving up 1 run. Then I have Max Fried for this nasty sinker, and I think his sinker has gotten so much better since he's been on the Yankees. Always been a Fried fan, but this is nasty. He had 5 Ks in 5 innings. His ERA now a major league leading 1.11. And lastly, we have Fernando Cruz with his torpedoes. These splitters, absolutely disgusting. Why do we call them the torpedoes? It's a Lusitania cruise ship sunk by a torpedo. My top 5 filthiest pitches of the day. At number 5, Bryan Woo for this nasty sweeper against Aaron Judge. He had 6 Ks and 6 1/3 scoreless innings. Looked outstanding. At number 4, Emmanuel Clase. Welcome back, Emmanuel Clase. He had these nasty sliders and 102-mile-an-hour cutter. This is the Emmanuel Clase that we all remember, know, and love. At number 3, Dylan Cease for these wicked sliders. He picked up 21 whiffs on his slider yesterday. He had 10 Ks in 6 2/3 innings, giving up 2 runs. He had 25 whiffs overall for the game, but these sliders, ew. At number 2, Kodai Senga for his ghost forks. He had 11 whiffs on his ghost fork and almost got a KO on this one against Kiner-Falefa. Here's an overlay of that ghost fork with his fastball. And then I love this overlay where you can see why you cannot lay off a ghost fork in the dirt. First, he throws a 95-mile-an-hour fastball right at the knees, called a strike. And then he throws a ghost fork exactly in that same tunnel. You're like, oh, he's trying to get me again with that fastball. And nope, you get a ghost fork and you are totally forked. And at number 1, Matt Brash versus Aaron Judge, picking up a White Castle special with a side of sword. Look at this filth from Matt Brash. Disgusting stuff. Welcome back to the countdown. Matt Brash, perhaps the filthiest pitcher in baseball. Certainly at times he is. And here's Brent Rooker discussing why Matt Brash's slider is the toughest pitch to hit in baseball. And I think Aaron Judge would agree. Who's the toughest pitcher or the toughest pitch?
The pitch is the Matt Brash slider. I've said that.
I was going to ask you that. Yeah.
Crazy. It's just so, I mean, I say it's so hard. Sometimes it's 90, sometimes it's 83. And just the angle he throws it from, the release point, and everything, that thing's nuts. And it's kind of universally agreed upon against all the guys who have seen it. It is, I mean, because of, I think he throws it from pretty low, at least it looks like he does. So it doesn't have the down action breaking ball. It's just like it's just riding like up and across the zone the whole way. Like it's like you got to kind of try to stay on top of it because it's not going to come down. It's going to have the higher vertical break than you're anticipating, and it's so hard. And it's like you can sit on it, right? I was like, all right, he's going to throw it, so I'm just going to sit on it. I'm going to wait for it, and you see it, and it starts where you think it needs to start to be in the zone, and then it just keeps going. Like it doesn't. It just keeps breaking and keeps breaking and keeps breaking. And by the time you know it, like you've swung at the one that you thought you wanted to, but it ended up 3 balls off the plate away. It's just like it's like a frisbee, like 90 miles an hour that doesn't stop. And it is tough.
And then he also throws, we can touch 100.
He also throws 100. Yeah.
Now on the Ninja Notes, Kris Bubic,
opposite of Jokic,
had 9 Ks in 6 1/3 innings, giving up 1 run. Logan Allen had 6 Ks and 6 scoreless innings, giving up 3 hits. He faced Quinn Priester, who was solid with 3 Ks and 5 innings, giving up 1 run. Aroldis Chapman had gas. He was blowing hitters away with 101 and 102. He also might have let one go. I don't know. Andrew Abbott had 7 Ks and 6 innings, giving up 1 run. That same game, the bulk guy, Johnny Cannon, had 6 Ks and 6 scoreless innings. Shane Baz had his good stuff back again and had 6 Ks. Mitch Keller had 8 Ks and 7 innings, giving up 2 runs, and I thought these sweepers were really nasty. Let's go to Schwellenbach, Texas. Sale, Smith, Schauber, Elder, and the boys. It's going to be better when we have Strider back. Spencer Schwellenbach had 3 Ks in 7 innings, giving up 2 runs. He dueled Mike Soroka, who had 6 Ks in 4 innings, giving up 2 runs. Ben Brown had his knuckle curve working and had 6 Ks in 5 1/3 innings, giving up 2 runs. Jack Leiter had 5 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 1 run. And I love this from Leiter. These back-to-back 98-mile-an-hour fastballs. And what did he do here? He went out of a slide step on the second fastball, kind of like what his teammate Nate Eovaldi does, with mixing up his windups to mess with the hitter's timing. Jose Soriano had 5 Ks in 7 innings, giving up no earned runs. Looks to be figuring it out, as I would have guessed, because his stuff is filthy. Robbie Ray had a very nice outing, going 6 innings with 9 Ks, giving up 3 runs. And lastly, Jeffrey Springs had 4 Ks in 7 innings, giving up 1 run.
Ninja, there was stiff competition for donk supremacy yesterday. Junior Caminero had a game-winning grand slam in the 9th here. Christian Koss also belted a granny for his first career home run with this huge grand slam to take the lead early in the game and get an eventual giant win. Jacob Wilson had double dongs against the Dodgers to help the A's rout him in Los Angeles. And then, Ninja, we're into the walk-off portion where Isaac Paredes had a walk-off, walks off the Royals in Houston. Tatis touches them all with his first career walk-off homer. Classic Tatis bat flip here. He lives for these things, Ninja. But, Ninja, the dong of the day goes to Javi Baez.
Woo!
He had a massive 3-run homer in the 6th. Then Christian Campbell had an enormous 2-run taco in the 11th. But only to get outshined later in the inning by Javi, who came up and had another even more massive 3-run homer. And Ninja, we've given Javi all kinds of crap over the years in this program, rightfully so, for his inability to lay off just hideous pitches. But El Mago, he's batting .319, Ninja. He moved to center field, helping the team out. He's played pretty well there. He's had several huge hits this season, and he might even be an all-star, Ninja. And for this double dose of dingers, El Mago, he's got your dong of the day.
I am a Javi Baez convert. I actually love watching him play baseball now. He was so frustrating. Now he's fun. And now, my pitching ninja moment of Zen. It's a poop clock violation from Pete Alonso.
Pete Alonso came running out of
I
the
don't know if
dugout
he had a
as
poop, but I
Senga
sure
was preparing to throw his pitch. And the home plate umpire, Brock Ballou, finally waved time. Where did it go? Out with the center side.
Look at the first base coach, Brock. He had to hand Pete his glove.
Come on, guys, make a decision.
look at Winker. Deal with a Caesar.
We are calling a time violation on the offense. Therefore, there's 1 ball.
Oh, that's what it was.
My picks of the day today are a 3-leg parlay. I'm going to start out with Gavin Williams for 5 Ks or more, then take Will Warren for 5 Ks or more, top it off with Tarek Skubal for 8 Ks or more. What would your picks of the day be?